welcome to Outbreak, the Nightmare Chronicles. So this is a survival horror game that came out today. I picked up the entire set, so I can even do the multiplayer one when I get around to it. I don't know how active it is, but in the event it still has people, I can give it a shot. So this is a tribute to the old school horror stuff, and as such we're going to jump right in. I don't know all the finer points, I just know it's part of the universe. Lydia's desperate escape took her on an odyssey as she fought her way out of the city with the help of a few remaining survivors. I think that's the multiplayer game. In the foothills, they found an old asylum, and beneath it, a bunker. Her, along with Kane, Ivy, Harry, Hank, and Elena, activated the self-destruct protocol. It wouldn't stop the outbreak. It was far too late. As they emerged from the bunker, explosions ringing around them, they found themselves back in the same horrible situation. Monstrosities were everywhere. They had no choice but to flee. Backed up against a cliff, they had no choice but to leap. The fall overlooked a major riverway, and with it, they were washed away. When Lydia regained consciousness, the rest were gone. She didn't know if they were dead, injured, or frantically searching for her. But one thing was very clear. She had to keep moving. The howls of the damned were omnipresent. She needed shelter. And that's when she found the manor. It was gigantic. She found a window along the side of the building. It was unlocked. She broke her way in and sealed it behind her. She stood in what appeared to be a bedroom. A lamp faintly glowed. She hoped the building was secure. But she knew she was in the final hours of her life. She was going to die here, alone. Thank you for purchasing and playing Outbreak, the Nightmare Chronicles. The game is the third entry in the Outbreak series and represents a fundamental shift on core design philosophies for the series into a more single-player-centric focus. So yeah, I probably should look into playing the other one so I get a feel for what's going on. Plays best with an Xbox One gamepad. It's got to do with an Xbox 360 one here. Oh, so I scroll with the bumpers, I guess. So Outbreak website, Steam, Discord support. It has come out, and there's a lot of nothing. So just in case they did hide something at the bottom, we will go all the way down. It's just nothing. So, since I haven't really played this before, I don't really have a preference. You can always change it anytime in the options menu. Yeah, let's just go modern. So resolution is set to 720, that's kinda lame. For the controls. Of course they can't make this easy, can they? So to attack, you have to hold the right trigger and X, I guess? Auto aim, left trigger, manual aim, left shoulder. Reload is right shoulder. It's gonna take me a little while to get all these. Oh well. So is this what we saw earlier? Yes, it was. So I was thinking that might have just been like a general intro, but it's not. So without further ado, let's jump in. I don't know what battle mode is. Difficulty set to normal, face a reasonable apocalypse with minimal threats and plenty of supplies. Oh, you can select difficulty here. Normal, hard, stronger foes, fewer supplies, desperate fight, you might live, biohazard, no hope for survival, virtually no supplies, murderous foes, ensured swift demise, and nightmare is one-hit kill. Since I don't know a lot about it just yet, we'll go with normal. The wind was howling, but the rain finally ceased. Lydia surveyed the quiet room, soaking in the calm after her escape. There was no chance of leaving back through the window. The other survivors were on their own. Before her, she saw beds and a storage trunk. There were a few things she might be able to use strewn around as well. She knew she wasn't safe, though. The building looked huge from the outside, and she could already hear the moans of the damned through the walls. They were still unaware of her presence, though. She had this opportunity to collect herself and prepare for the conflict in the next room. But there were also bigger questions on her mind. Whose manor was this? Why were they maintaining it? Why was it so isolated? There's nothing up here in the foothills, so maybe it was linked to the bunker that she found earlier with the other survivors. If so, she knew things were going to get a lot worse very quickly. So, I have a cursor? Sweet. This is the wrong whose. That's who is, not who as in possession. She bandaged up her wounds as best she could with the first aid kit under the bed. The trunk didn't have much either, but it'd have to do for now. Slowly, she approached the door and opened it. Okay. So I played through some of this, and the camera got me killed, which is really disappointing. I don't know if the tank controls are better, because, like, right here, when you change camera angles, the way you're moving changes also, and as I just outright said, that got me killed. So, I'm going to try reading this one more time, but if that crap keeps happening where my biggest enemy is just the controls with the camera, when the way that works wasn't really a Resident Evil issue. And you know what? Actually, let's just switch over to the tank controls. That didn't save, did it? These don't feel any different, so I don't know. Oh well. So, let's begin. I can hear them outside. There's howls coming from the doors, the windows, the floors. They sent me in here to rest. They said I was sick, that I was imagining things. But they're wrong, and I know the truth. Those beasts were real. Those deformed humans dripping blood, gnashing teeth, it's all real. I managed to find a way to lock the door outside this bedroom. It won't hold. I'm just going to stay here. They can't get in. They'll never get in. I'm safe here. No one will ever know the code is 1234. I'm safe. So, Spaceballs, idiot luggage combination, go. So you can either put them in with your keypad by use the keyboard. Here's your next one. Those damn fools, they don't take our security seriously at any of our facilities. Now we have a tremendous amount of internal theft. The chemicals and equipment we're storing and using here are expensive. It's a material cost and we need to replace them, and it's not like we're making money here to fund this. So I'm having the maintenance staff start locking down each of those rooms. We built a code system and everyone is going to follow it. The doors will remain locked at all times. This shouldn't be a big ask, I assume task. What happens if one of the specimens gets access to this equipment? The code is straightforward enough, though. Just follows a pattern. So, +3, -2. So we start out with 1, +3 is 4, -2 is 2, +3 is 5, -2 will be 3, and then +3 is 6, and then you're kind of stuck. But anyway, you just need to know that the combination is... I wrote all of these down for convenience, in case you're wondering. 151324. This is your typewriter, your save point. You have to put floppy disks in to save them if you don't know what a floppy disk is. Yeah. So here's your password. And right there is some of the awesome hit detection in this game. That's my other complaint. They advertise old school difficulty, but that's more sloppiness in my opinion. So grab the handgun ammo. Grab your round-angled key. And then I think this is telling you that the dude in the hallway is the guy from the room or something. We had another incident with one of our patients yesterday. One of the security guys was able to get it over rather quickly and neutralize the threat, but we're all still confused as to how it happened. The patient we had locked in the bedroom down the hall mysteriously turned without warning, but luckily the door was locked. We were able to lure him into the hallway and take him down immediately. No one was hurt. We need to get more serious about security, though. We have more people coming in who require a unique brand of healing, and we need to stay sharp. I've ordered additional supplies, including anti-personnel weapons, just so we're safe. In the event of an outbreak here, we're going to be ready. So, painkillers are your green herbs. Old frame for a painting. And now there are 2 zombies out here, so just a heads up. So I managed to get through here without getting hit. Let's grab the painkiller to celebrate. They tell you search the hallway for supplies, yada yada yada. This door is jammed, you need to get the toolbox to open it. Fatso absorbs lots of ammo, just a heads up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh yeah, ammo stacks in piles of 50, so that's handgun ammo, at least I don't know about the other ones offhand. So once you hit 50, then it takes another spot in your inventory, just a heads up. So right there we had to pick it up twice because the first time it filled up this stack and the remainder was left on the shelf, so I had to grab the remainder and that went in this stack. All in all, we have 78 bullets in reserve. Pretty nice. And then if you had inventory space, there are shotgun shells in this room, but we can get them later. There's also handgun ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't recommend going into the room right now unless you're actually going to grab everything because there'll be a hunter in there later. I call it a hunter because if you're familiar with Resident Evil, that's the closest thing we have to compare it to. Oh my god. So I'm stuck here. I'm literally pinned and I can't move. That is annoying as all hell. So we're going to go ahead and burn a painkiller to put us up to warning. Like, right there, that almost killed me. I went from being just one hit in to just a little ways away from death. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reload. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're telling you to search the logs for the combinations. This one I will give to you guys because it's more convenient if you know it right now. It's 987321. This is the next safe room. So I want to combine these. I'm going to use the... So I try to memorize the shortcuts. We're dropping the stack of 50 in. A pair of painkillers. This is the shotgun. We'll be walking around sporting this. There is a ointment here. This is the red herb of the game. You combine that with painkillers to make a remedy, and that's basically your first aid spray or your red-green mix. Floppy disks are your ink ribbons if I didn't make it clear enough, so you need those to save. And I don't know how scarce ammo is, so I'm going to be a little bit conservative. If you want to know the combination for that, is down the stairs if you want to get into it. If you want to find it before you open it yourself. So we grab some handgun ammo. There are shotgun shells in this room. I don't know if there's other stuff too, but you need to at least read this book to get the combination for the garden. We've now got the entire upper floor in lockdown 24/7. Management is getting jumpy and they're doing inspections often. It's such a pain to keep locking and unlocking the doors every time we need to go through somewhere, though. The garden accessway is probably our largest point of concern. We have a fence around the complex, but those woods are deep and someone can easily come in from out there. I've locked down that door with a special code. I've also locked down the western room on the upper floor, which we're storing supplies in. So right here is a little bit of ambiguous wording. It made me think that this was the combination of the supply room at first when it's at the garden. I've set the code to 3851. I'll switch it daily to ensure maximum security. So, shotgun shells. There may be something over there, it's just... You know what? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up. I fired one too many. Well, you get Ipecac. That's your blue herb, in case you're wondering. I don't know. I can see an army of these creatures out there. I am so screwed. So yeah, I don't know if this is really worth the ammo. That's kind of your call to make. you're not aware, this game is being released episodically, so there's about 2 hours of content right now, and then, like I said, I bought everything Outbreak. So as new material is put out, I can cover it, it's just I need to make sure it's on a day I'm available if I want to cover it right out the gate. Right now I'm just doing some quick math, I should have enough ammo. So there's 3 zombies down here, but we can walk past them for now. Or you can kill them now, it's up to you. And since I'm feeling a little bloodthirsty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's fast. And then Fatso's going to take an entire clip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so the combination of this door is 3851. You need to make sure you have 2 inventory spots when you go out here. This is where you'll first meet the hunter creatures. They're easy enough to dodge out here, so I don't recommend killing them, but the ones inside are going to be a different story. You don't aggro them. Well, if you can't see them, there's one, and then the other one is right there. They kind of blend in. They won't aggro until you get close to them, but you have to get near one of them. So the back one is going to aggro. There it goes. So I'm going to run. So real quick, in case you're wondering about that door out there, that has a clover-shaped lock. I usually call it a club. Like when I was younger and I would play actual kids games, my aunt would always get mad when I called clovers clubs just because I played normal cards that much. It may sound kind of weird, but I think she somehow believed by playing cards that young was some sort of gateway to gambling or something. Yeah, strange stuff. So let's drop the other ipecac we picked up. So you'll use the toolbox shortly. I'm going to carry the fire axe. I don't know where all the barricades are exactly. I'm playing this a little bit by ear. Mainly I was more interested in actually getting all the puzzle combinations rather than paying attention. Yeah, this was here, this was here. I'm just going to carry that just in case. In terms of inventory space, we will use this. The one room with the hunter creature has... Actually, I should burn an ointment here now that I think about it. Or not an ointment, a painkiller. So anyway, we're going to pick up shotgun shells, handgun ammo, and a key. We have space for the shotgun shells. The handgun ammo already has a stack, but actually that stack's kind of full. I will bust a couple zombies on my way there, so I should have space. Emphasis on the should part. And then when this goes away, that'll be our spot for the heart key. Actually, yeah, we're going to put zombies right out here, so we should be good. That first one's the priority. You can probably get by ignoring the second one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A hit detection for the win. So yeah, I anticipate he would do that, I'm afraid. So there's a zombie right here. And in case you're wondering, we have to get through him again, so I'm hoping I don't get messed up too bad. Shotgun shells and the hunter are in here. And I may die, which is so freaking annoying. Three, four. And I actually don't have the inventory space for everything. I forgot about the assault rifle here. It's a floppy. Be aware that with recent security changes due to the influx of patients, we're going to be having regular inspections by the director. You can expect you will come on the 2nd and 18th of each month, barring holidays. Please ensure all test equipment and surfaces are clean with when the inspections happen. We're being held to a very high standard, and it's imperative that our rating stays high. Any firearms or other weapons should be safely secured and locked away. Please refer to the security memos for access instructions and restrictions. So, here's hoping I survive. I have to be like one hit away from dying. So ideally I'd want to leave him alone because as far as I can tell, I wouldn't need to ever come back to this area. But yeah. Let's grab the ointment. So X. And you know what? I'm going to leave the heart key here for a second. I don't want the knife. I would be furious if that guy respawned. You can see the hunter creatures take about 4 shots each to kill. I'm not entirely sure how scarce shotgun ammo is, but I know there's more of them later, so I want to save up for that. So when we use the heart key, it will actually be consumed. We don't have to worry about inventory space or anything. I'm not going to be carrying the assault rifle because I don't know where ammo is for it or anything, so... Whoops. We already have the spot for it, so let's put the floppy there. And you know what? Let's actually save. I don't want to do this all over again. So, you have to use, and there you go. Game saved. I don't know if you only have one save file or what exactly, because it didn't ask you. I was wondering if there was anything else you could interact with, but it looks like that's not the case. Ah, I thought you could cut this apart. That's why I brought this axe, damn it! Next puzzle, please. Huh, nothing in the cabinet. Wow. Okay, I'm packing a lot of handgun ammo. So there's a 2 in the base of the shower, a 4 on the toilet, and a 6 on the sink. When maintaining specimens, it's essential that cleanliness is a top priority. The risk of spreading infection is great, especially in our trials, and it's the responsibility of all attendants to follow. For each patient, you are expected to confirm the following every 4 hours. Confirm movement in the latrine, perform a shower or sponge bath, so you have to clean these things every 4 hours. clean teeth and ears using the sink, so you have to brush the zombie's teeth. But anyway, pay attention to those. That order there tells you the number to, like the order of these numbers to put in. So I'm assuming that's probably not actually a real thing, but some sort of hidden clue or something. Following these guidelines keeps specimens in peak shape for evaluation and also assists in ensuring they remain docile. Remember, if you ever experience aggression from a specimen, it's possible the virus has matured, and you should alert the security staff immediately. Your care is our top priority. And then, as I just said, 426. One, two, three, four. I'm not concerned about that damn floppy. So yeah, I guess there's no point in carrying the fire axe unless you want a melee weapon. So we have an ointment over here and a floppy. One, two, three, four, five, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blocked by some furniture. Why do they advertise this thing can break down barricades when... This area seems different. So I don't know if there's anything I can interact with. Must not have gotten a clean hit on it or something. So you might be tempted to fire off a few rounds, but there's a save point right there, so no need. Shotgun shells, but right here. Wasn't sure if there was one closer, but I guess not. Anyway, we'll drop a stack of 50 here. Oops. I actually mean to take all my shotgun shells here, because I want to combine these. So I'm going to put the shotgun in here for a moment. So there was a lot of stuff over here. Good lord. That's the guy that owed me those 20 bucks. Now I could go upstairs. Let's do it. Ah. Oh well. Believe it or not, saving's not really that high on my priority list. We can always grab that later. You have to remember there are still locked doors back there that we have to get. And now we'll actually read this. To the surprise of absolutely no one, we're running out of storage space down here. This has caused people to do extremely stupid things, namely storing items behind the giant vent fans. There's a control box in the room next to the fans where you can stop the blades. The code is always the same, 995511, which makes it easy for people to mess with it. I've told management about this and asked them to send out a memo to crack down on it. Someone is going to lose a hand. Those fans are not a toy. So I imagine one of the keys is back there. This is literally where I stopped playing originally. So we do need to search the room. And just for the sake of organization, let's move that there. Put the ipecac right there. So we have an ointment. How many painkillers do I have left? 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 saves that I can make. Actually, there's an ointment right here. Let's grab the grenades. And she doesn't have any more comments. So I assume there's a grenade launcher in the near future, but I don't know for sure. Just have my fingers crossed, you know? Although we're just a pass-through facility on the way up to the asylum and testing facility, the load is becoming far too much. The largest issue is that they moved preliminary specimen testing over to us, I think that's supposed to be. That's why I'm messing up. Preliminary testing over to us to help reduce the burden at the sister locations. The issue, though, is we don't have the supplies or manpower for it. There's just too many bodies now, and they're even missing the S there. They're piling up in the hallways. The stench is becoming unbearable. We even have them in some of the bathrooms and eating areas now. The impact on morale has been profound. When all you see is death, it starts to get to you after a while. Once back, these bodies would come in and leave immediately. We take the live specimens, care for them, perform the necessary surgery, then move them onwards. But it all changed after the new director took over, trying to maximize profits, resources, etc. If we keep cutting corners, we're going to have an outbreak scenario. God help us all if that happens. Like, it's hard to aim for some of these guys that are on the ground like that. I think it's still breathing. I need to get the hell out of here. Handles may have an ornate silver color. Something's in here. Hold on, I'm carrying shotgun shells but no shotgun. Wonder how many people are screaming at me about that. So what I'm afraid of is that might be one of the hunter creatures, and I do not want to fight one of those with a handgun. Especially if they have that range spit crap. Fan control information. We have provided a terminal connection for controlling the fan speed. To disable the fan, simply enter the unlock code into the terminal. Afterwards, the mechanism will spin down and it will become safe for maintenance. An antiquated storage medium from the past. I knew it. Oops. So he doesn't look too happy right now. Anyway, fan combination 995511. M400, anti-tank launcher with poor range but powerful modifications to increase damage. Uses standard grenade rounds. There's the ornate key. We'll grab that in a second. I need to go drop off my new toy. And you know what? I'm gonna save here, actually. 15 shotgun shells. We're in good position. Lots of handgun ammo, but remember I'm playing it on what looks to be like one of the easier, if not the easiest, difficulty. Gonna carry my shotgun shells. Oops. Ornate key. I'm actually going to leave the handgun behind here. Yeah, that's a little annoying. So you have to unequip it before you can actually drop it in the box. Gonna take the assault rifle for when I run into something that I need to bust. Zombie-wise, that is. This thing only holds 20 in the clip? Wow. Electrical breakers, place must be using a lot of electricity. Four, five, six. Some more shotgun shells. Ointment. Oh my god, shotgun shells can only stack up to 20? You're killing me, game. Two, three, four, five, six. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. So, let's put this to use, shall we? More corpses, face shows unbearable agony. So there's a computer here, but I can't actually do anything with it. I just literally came for that. Let's grab the magnum. Specimen overflows caused us to reopen the old facility out in the courtyard. We couldn't find the key for the door for the longest time either. I think it's been abandoned now for almost a decade. We had a lot of the older living quarters down there, including some of the examination rooms. There's even one particular room where they felt the need to combine a bunker with a bathroom. It's strange stuff. Anyway, I'll deliver the key as soon as I'm finished logging the bodies. We moved up here. That place always gives me the creeps, though. So if I waste one bullet, I can grab the floppy. I think I'd be happier with the bullet. We're not alone here. So I'm probably in danger just because... Oh my god. That is so stupid, man. There's no sense for me to have to sit there and fight that. In survival horror, you're supposed to run away, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no, you gotta sit here and fight this thing. Right, game. Right. So that's something working against it. Hoping I don't have to run into more of those things, because I don't actually have summons here. I was wondering if this place would still be safe. So let's see, I'm going to use this up. 2 dudes out there. Gonna go a little bit further before I save. Although one thing I did want to do is grab another box of handgun ammo, the small box, which apparently is 34. Okay, so now we have to think. Have I seen any other doors in this place that I have yet to open? And I can't think of any, so I'm thinking I probably shouldn't kill anything else, I should just completely leave it behind. I don't know where they spawn exactly down here. So yeah, going to the save room may not have been the wisest thing. Definitely do need some new AR rounds. Grab these, down the hatch. Medicine Master unlocked. Must be a way out from down here. I should keep an eye out for a laptop or a terminal. So I'm hoping they're not using that as an excuse to send me back. Because we saw the one, I tried interacting with it, they wouldn't let me. I'm assuming it's a dead end, a red herring, if you will. shit, dude. Okay, let's get this over with. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is the bunker bathroom thing they were talking about? But yeah, with the way the ammo stacks and everything, 6 spots isn't quite enough. I don't know if this is a holdover from the multiplayer, which I assume it is. Because it's a little too debilitating. And what's with the Soviet flags? Holy... Grab the assault rifle. Dang it. I wonder if the grenade launcher may actually be a better weapon right here because they're in proximity. Why am I not shooting? He hit me through the wall. So the security system for the lower labs was recently upgraded. Given the importance of utilizing the manor area as a type of staging and buffer zone, we need to ensure that no viral material enters or exits unless it's intentional. Our new system now performs a full scan of the room before the passageway into the lower labs is unlocked. If there's any viral material detected, it simply will not open. There is a failsafe to allow someone trapped underground to get out, but it requires approval from a director-level employee before it can be employed. Overall, this should keep everyone more safe and help calm some nerves. A viral outbreak is easily one of the most dangerous things that can occur at this site, and it needs to be our top priority to block any such scenario. One of these terminals must open a passage. I better explore the room. Yeah, if more of those guys drop in, I'm finished. But at least I have some handgun ammo. So we're not going to touch that until I know for sure that we can move forward. I want to make sure that there isn't some other item I'm supposed to pick up. Lydia searched through the laptop's file system frantically. She could hear the monstrosities outside of the door. They had found her and pinned her into the bunker. The only way out would be to locate the entrance to the laboratory under the bunker and escape. She eventually found the release, and the wall behind her slid to the side, revealing a series of steps into a dark tunnel. She slowly proceeded forward. Once she was a few steps down, the wall closed behind her just as the door gave way and the monstrosities fled in. She could hear their muffled screams as they tore the room apart. The passageway opened into a well-lit, clean-looking laboratory passageway. She got the feeling that the size of the underground hallways were immense. There was no sign of any survivors, but at least she had power. She wondered what had happened to her friends. Had they survived the fall into the river and made their way to the manor? Were they hunted down and killed by the monstrosities? She had to keep moving. If she found a way back to the surface level, maybe she could begin her search again. She slowly began moving down the corridor, dread growing within her. To be continued. Chapter 1 complete. Never stop fighting. Result, ranking F. Difficulty normal. Kills 36, healing items used 7, shots fired 357. Total saves 3. So I don't know what determines ranking, if it's like the old Resident Evil games where it's a combination of healing items and saves. But now that we know everything, where everything is and stuff, we can actually make this much smoother. Like I said, I got kind of shafted in that one area where I tried to run by the guy and then the door said, no, you have to go fight him, turn around. And, like, if I didn't actually have any serious weapons there, I was screwed. Enemies deal more damage. I'm going to rewind this number 1 and I'll actually read through them. Story mode. Conserve your ammo. Run away from enemies whenever possible. That is horrible advice for that one hallway. Tip 2. You'll need to find and use a floppy disk to save your game. Tip 3. Save and heal less to improve your rating. So there you go. Tip 4. You can put items in storage caches and pick them up later. On higher difficulties, you'll find less ammo and enemies deal more damage. And speaking of ammo, I had a crap load at the end. I don't know if it carries over to the later episodes, because like I said, this is episodic. We'll pick up here sometime later on in the future. Number 6. Search for written logs to understand how to solve puzzles and progress. 7. Sometimes you can interact with the environment to find clues. 8. Aim upwards and fire at close range with the shotgun to deal massive damage on standing enemies. That I didn't know about. 9. You'll need to aim downwards to hit crawling enemies. That I figured out. Battle mode. You must clear all hostiles before leaving a room. I really don't care about the battle mode right now. Maybe someday later on, but not now. Crud, I just missed 11. Only pick up the items you absolutely need for battle mode. Okay. There's only one storage cache available. Save your best weapons from powerful monsters. Enter and explore all possible rooms. Equipment is hidden. Search thoroughly. You cannot save your progress in battle mode. Kill many enemies to improve your rating. So I wonder if it's supposed to be like mercenaries then. But anyway, that is Outbreak the Nightmare Chronicles Chapter 1 for you guys. I thought it was going to be somewhat longer than that, but overall, how to put it? I like the idea. There are some seriously messed up things like the hit detection thing where you try to run past an enemy and you'll get hit before they even do the animation. It makes it extremely difficult to do a lot of stuff here, and I don't know why it's like that. That should be something that's pretty damn obvious. That was one of those things I spotted right there at the beginning. But yeah. Anyway, in terms of the weapons, didn't even use the grenade launcher. I don't know anything about it. It would be handy if that carries over to a later game, or later chapters. And as I was saying, I did play it on easy, but that was a crapload of ammo, man. I kind of wonder, like, what all I could have done differently. I probably could have killed a lot more, but I'm not too worried about it for now. So anyway, I need to go edit this all together, and this will be hitting YouTube on Wednesday, April 3rd. So this will be one day after the game's been released. If you're interested, check it out. The first episode, I can actually pull up the cost without disrupting anything. So if you want to pick it up yourself, for a sec, I don't know if you actually heard that. So the first chapter is $5. It's currently on sale for $4.50. The entire thing is $15 on sale for $13.50. The deluxe bundle, I actually can't see the price for anymore. But then if you buy the default game, you can always upgrade to the season pass. You can buy the individual episodes. That's up to you. So yeah, that's everything as far as I know. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.